Introducing the Starboard Inflatable Airline range. The Airline range is our race offering in the inflatable technology. It's offered in the All-Star, the Sprint and the Junior ranges. Here we have the All-Star Airline, and this is by far the most competitive inflatable race board in the market and has won more world titles and races than I think any other board. Just like in our composite boards, we really focus when we look at our inflatable airline range, always looking at how we can improve and how we can get that extra speed. So the inflatable airline range works on a number of different kind of technologies. First, we use our deluxe fusion technology, which is a woven construction, super light and stiff, but also the fusion increases the overall stiffness of the board. So it's the best combination of lightweight and stiffness that we can offer. The main features of the airline construction or in technology is the airline. So what we wanted to do here is we wanted to increase the overall kind of speed of these boards and the recoil. So we all know that on an inflatable board, as you paddle and as you kind of bounce on the board naturally flexes more than say a composite board would. So the airline technology features on the nose of the board, you have a rope which attaches to a hook mechanism on the deck of the board. It then runs over a nose cone and then goes all the way along the bottom of the board, all the way to the fin box. And what this concept does is the line or the rope of the board is actually shorter than the overall length. So when you inflate this board, you attach the line onto the hook, and then as you pump the board, that line comes under tension, and when it's fully inflated is really kind of under a lot of tension. So as you stand on the board and as you paddle and you do those really powerful strokes, the board naturally flexes, but that line helps you snap back to position. So instead of losing a lot of that energy, the line on the board, the airline system, means that you get plenty of recoil, which accelerates you in every stroke. So as you're paddling, that line is coming back to tension every time. So it's kind of contracting and then flexing back and helping you propel forwards, which increases your overall acceleration and speed. And this is really important. When people kind of pump this board up and assemble it, it's critical that you put the airline as kind of tight as possible while still maintaining the overall shape, and then as you pump it up, that line will become under a lot of tension. Other features on this board. So we have the inflatable EVA standing area. So just like on the composite boards, we wanted to increase the overall control and stability. So here you have this kind of slight recessed feel, which means that you can put your feet flat all the way out to the rail of the board. So you're utilizing the full width of the board, and you've got a little bit of an edge. So when you're kind of leaning on the rail, you can rail steer and you have that kind of stability and control. You have multiple handles for beach starts, so depending on where you kind of want to hold the paddle, you can use it for beach starts. You have a bungee tie down for those that do want to carry gear, and you have multiple EVA traction to know where you're standing on the board, as well as a diamond grooved kick pad. The airline range is really testament to our extensive R&D in the composite boards. We try and bring in as many features and learnings to really increase the overall performance of the inflatable range. You have the airline system, which gives you plenty of recoil and acceleration. The EVA standing area, which gives you kind of a flat deck feel and lower center of gravity, as well as multiple carry handles and plenty of features to really give you that kind of advantage in racing.